Former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede and 21 other suspects accused of corruption and racketeering, among other criminal charges, will appear at the Durban High Court today. The suspects are facing a combined 2,793 criminal charges over an alleged fraudulent tender at the Durban Solid Waste Unit, amounting to more than 300 million rand. The state claims that these suspects worked together to ensure that a solid waste tender would be awarded to selected companies in turn for their financial and political benefit. Well, let's get the latest now, and Karinda Jagmohan is covering this story for us. She speaks to us from outside court. Karinda, a very good morning to you. So, interesting turn of events here. I can't not remark at what one would refer to as, let me just take you straight to what you and I covered last week, when allegations that money may have exchanged hands for the city of eThekwini to remain in the ANC's hands. Of course, we are not connecting the two here, but the one person who has been reported on and actually is among the accused is Zandile Gumede, and she was part and parcel of the leadership of the ANC that was at the city council where Mxolisi Kaunda became mayor. But also, importantly, Karinda, Zandile Gumede is among the 21 accused, and money is involved, tenders are involved. And what was the warning, by the way, to those that were or that continue to enjoy contracts in Durban, and that is that if you let the city of Durban go, you might as well kiss those contracts that you have goodbye. Tell us more about this particular case. I'm sorry for that long-winded context.
It is indeed. I mean, this case started in 2019, or rather the arrests in this case started in 2019, wherein the former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede and a number of other now former senior eThekwini municipal officials were arrested. But the criminal charges actually relate to an alleged fraudulent tender or tenders within the Durban Solid Waste Unit of eThekwini, and it's alleged that this happened during 2016, between 2016 and 2017. Now, the former mayor was inaugurated in 2016, and the state alleges in court documents that she used her political influence almost immediately to influence who the tenders for the Durban Solid Waste Unit would be awarded to. The state recently added a racketeering charge. They did this at the last court appearance here in June, and they're actually alleging that the senior municipal employees, now former employees, formed an enterprise to actually carry out these alleged illegal activities. But Zandile Gumede's supporters have continuously maintained that she is innocent and that the charges against her are politically motivated. And in fact, the spokesperson for her supporters is Ntando Kuzwayo. He joins me now. He's also a councillor in the Durban CBD. Thank you for speaking to us, sir. So let's just quickly talk about your expectations today. More charges have been added to the list of criminal charges against the former mayor, and we expect a trial date to be set down. But this matter has been postponed for months at a time now. How is the former mayor feeling about what's happening in court?
Yeah, well, what I can tell you is that thank you for the opportunity, Karinda, and good morning to your viewers. We are disappointed that the state is delaying this matter. You know, we are heading for 4 years now, having this when this matter started. It was in 2019 when Mam Zandile Gumede was still mayor of eThekwini. A lot of people have even forgotten that she was even mayor, you know. But the matter is just ongoing, and it's not going in the direction where it should be going, because right now we should be dealing with the case. The state should be saying this is what we have, and we should be dealing with it. Let me just give you this here to show you that there is a problem with this matter. The defense asked the state for further particulars. The state provided particulars, but there were nothing further. There were nothing further. I'm saying to you, the state gave them something that is completely useless. So it shows that this case is really politically motivated, and the only intention is to tarnish certain individuals. Well, you are seeing this happening nationally. President Zuma is in court, Ace Magashule is in court, but Sabile Dlamini is in court, Mayor Zandile Gumede is in court. So, you know, it's a common circle of people who are going to court for various things. They even try to put Carl in court for breaking COVID regulations. I mean, it's ridiculous. And it's a travesty to justice. But to comment about what we are expecting here today, we are not expecting much. We are expecting the state to carry on with its evasive ways of trying to postpone the matter further. They are probably, because last time we were here, they told us that there are cosmetic changes that needs to be done to the charge sheet. I don't know what that means. So today they are probably going to come up with another creative term to say how they want the matter to be postponed. But they're definitely going to ask for a postponement.
You're essentially alleging that these cases against people that we have seen under what we have called the Zuma camp of the ANC are politically motivated.
Absolutely. There are no two ways about it. They are all politically motivated. And you can see it's certain individuals who are targeted. Other people are not. And if a person is found to have done something that is wrong, or is alleged to have done something that is wrong, that matter just disappears, you know. I can quote for you a number of people. For instance, here we know the Premier of the Eastern Cape. We were told, you guys on the news were telling us, were reporting that he was being investigated, and a court was actually asked to stop the Hawks from investigating. I mean, what is that?
I hear you. I want to come back to eThekwini, though. In fact, I last saw the former mayor at the eThekwini council. She was celebrating that Olise Kaunda had retained the ward, or rather the municipality. What does that mean for the Zuma faction of the ANC? Are we saying then that the Zuma faction has retained the eThekwini municipality?
No, well, I'm not going to speak on behalf of the Zuma faction. I'm speaking as an ANC member. It's a good thing that the ANC has retained its municipality, because the ANC continues to bring services to the people of eThekwini, and people have expectations that the ANC will continue. Remember, the ANC was voted for in 75 wards out of 111. So it means the majority of the people of eThekwini expect the ANC to bring to bring services to them. So it was only correct that the ANC retains power in terms of government of the city.
And while I have you here, you know, the former mayor rarely ever speaks to the media, but you have spoken to her. How is she feeling on the ground? I mean, like you mentioned, it's since 2019 these charges have been brought against her. Where's her mind like? Is she actually going to also stand as the ANC eThekwini regional chairperson yet?
Yes, she's still standing as the eThekwini regional chairperson, a conference that we hope will sit anytime soon, because it's been a very, very long time we've been waiting for it. However, she's still standing for the chairperson, but she's in good spirits. I don't think anything can pull her down. All these tactics that they are trying, they're not going to work, I can tell you that.
Maybe just to put our viewers in context, the ANC eThekwini regional branch is one of the largest in the country for the ANC. When last did we see a regional conference being held, an elective conference, and any message about when we can see the upcoming?
Well, the conference last set in 2015, so we should have had a conference 2 years ago already, because a regional structure lasts only 3 years. So that didn't happen. So we are long overdue for a conference, but of course people are going to say it's COVID and this and that, but we just want this conference to sit and get things done.
Thank you very much for speaking to us, Mr. Ntando Kuzwayo, who's speaking on behalf of supporters for Zandile Gumede, and also just going into matters of the ANC in eThekwini. We last saw Zandile Gumede was not just the former mayor of the city of Durban, she was also the chairperson of the eThekwini region, and like we hear, one of the largest for the ANC branches in the country, and also carries a lot of weight within the ANC. Now, we're just seeing a car pull up here, so I'm just trying to see who is inside this. It may be the former mayor. Just bear with us, of course. Yes, this is the former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede arriving for the Durban High Court corruption case, the continuation of this. My colleague Sibongiseni Nkubande just showing you some of the words she's having there. Now, she is among the 22 accused.
How? What exactly is happening?
Former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede arriving in court, just giving some words to the media there about the continuation of her case. And we do expect a brief court postponement today. The last time we were here, the indictment was amended to add a charge of racketeering to the list of combined criminal charges against Gumede and 21 of her other co-accused. That's 2,793 criminal charges. The racketeering charge actually points to allegations that Gumede and other senior eThekwini municipal officials formed a criminal enterprise to defraud eThekwini municipality's Durban solid waste units to the tune of more than 300 million rand. That's why she's here today. It's expected there'll be a brief postponement to confirm trial dates. At this point, a tentative trial date is in July next year. And of course, some of her supporters gathering outside slowly claim she's innocent. They say these charges are politically motivated, but of course, we're going to still await to hear what the courts have to say.
Karinda, Jagmohan, thank you very much for that comprehensive update. Live for us outside the Durban court.